Hey everyone, welcome to Earthling Cooks. Now today I'm going to show you how to make dry beans in the crock pot. This will work with almost any type of beans. They're all going to cook about the same. I've done this red beans, black beans, pinto beans, and some other beans. Super simple method, and the nice thing about dry beans is you're going to pay less for the amount you get compared to canned beans, and you know what goes in them. You know, they're not going to be filled up with salt and preservatives and such. You can add in whatever seasonings you want at the end. So the first thing you got to do is dump out your bag and just search through and take out any broken ones or ones that don't look very well. We don't have to do a pre-soak, but we're going to do a pre-rinse. I'm going to strain them after I get them soaked in water, and I'm going to do that probably 2 or 3 times. And that's just to clean the surface of them, just to make sure there's no leftover dirt or anything on them. So I'm going to go ahead and soak these, strain them, soak them, strain them, and I'm not going to actually soak them long. I'm just going to put water in there, swish them around, and strain them. Do that a couple times and we'll be right back. Now I have my beans in here. I had 1 cup of dry beans and I put 3 cups of water. Now what we can do is cover this and we can cook for anywhere from 4 to 6 hours on high or 8 to 10 hours on low. So if you're going to go to work or you want this to run overnight when you sleep, it's great. You can set it on low when you get home or the next morning. They're good to go. Put it on high and it's, just whenever they're done, they're done. Today's a weekend, so I'm just going to be letting these run until they are done. We'll come back and check on them. You don't have to stir, you don't have to do anything. Just let them sit for 4 to 6 hours. I'm going to leave mine. It's been about 6 hours now, and our beans are basically done, but I used red beans or kidney beans in this video for one very big reason. Most beans you can be done right now, but certain beans, such as red beans, you're really supposed to boil to get the lectin out, which can cause stomach issues. It's kind of slightly toxic, but boiling it gets it out. Now on high, you can see we are kind of boil simmering here, but just to be safe, I like to boil these after for about 10 to 15 minutes in an actual little pot. If you were doing black beans, pinto beans, or something else, you'd be done now whenever they're the softness that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and take these red beans, just throw them in a pot on the stove for about 10-15 minutes. And then I'm not actually going to use these today. I just made them to save. You can go ahead and use these in a recipe right now, or you can put them in a bag or a plastic container, Tupperware, and you can freeze them. They freeze really great, and you can take them out whenever you want and use them however you want in a dish later on, which is what I'm doing here. So let me go ahead and boil these for 15 minutes. Now I've gone ahead and strained the beans. There's no water in here anymore. And I'm just going to let them sit and cool until I can package them. And here's our final product. I have a nice good amount of beans. 1 cup of dry beans will make 2 to 3 cups of cooked beans. Got plenty here to make probably 2 dishes out of. My wife is actually going to take some of these out. She wanted some red beans and rice tonight when she saw they were done. But these will make a few dishes, and you can just cover them, freeze them, and use them as you want in the future. Beans are really great to freeze. And this only cost me about 50 cents. That bag of rice was about $1, maybe a little bit more, and I used about half the bag. So like for 50 cents, I got more beans than would come in a can for $1 or $1.50 or so. Really great and easy to do. And it does take some time, but in the crock pot, it's super simple. You set it and forget it. And any other beans than kidney beans, of course, look up the beans. Most other beans you don't have to do a boil on. You can just do them in the crock pot. Have any questions, let me know. This is Earthling Cooks. We'll see y'all later.